Look, Hinek's my friend, and I really need to know where he is and what he's doing.
Hello, Mother Mage here, and well, now my accent is stuck on that. In any case, I'm gonna probably stick with that. We are in, well, now I'm sucking with it. Earlier today I was like doing good with that accent, now I'm just bad with it. We are in the Miller's Mill. That is actually really funny. Well, let's fast travel over here, because this is where we need to be going this episode. So, let's go find this rat. Ooh, Wayfarer! Examine the Wayfarer. Where might you be, Wayfarer? Wait. What? Hey, there's another thing I wanted to go show you guys. But I'm going to have to fast travel back. Because I can't really show you guys that when we're in the middle of nowhere. And I can't find this Wayfarer. He appears to have buggered off. As a British man would say. Yeah, I need to learn a British accent. I want to learn a British accent. What am I talking about? It's not a need, it's a want. Ignore it. Because that guy is obviously just trying to trick me. He obviously doesn't exist, but hey, the game says he exists, so... Sorry if I'm...
God almighty!
Stop walking into me. People, stop walking into me. Oh. I'm really glitching all over the place. What I wanted to show you guys was around this corner. If I can get there without dying or getting cancer or any of those things. That's just not something to be joking about, in any case. This alchemy. I have done alchemy for a little bit, and it's quite fun. So, if I remember correctly, we add wine. I'm not going to show you guys what I'm making because that's quite a special recipe. So we grab wine. We bring that up to a boil. I know it's weird bringing wine up to... I forgot something. Inventory. Supposed to add that. Nettle. Let's grab some nettle, which I have gathered a ton of. Keep that up to a boil, make sure it's constantly boiling. Grab another nettle. Add that to the pot. Now, turn over the hourglass. Now,
I'll have to get something to eat.
Boiling.
I'm starting to get hungry.
Damn it, Henry. This is not the time for that. Hourglass, turn around. It's not an hour, but hey. Now, before that ends, let's quickly grab the belladonna over here. Oh wait, I might have already screwed up. Who knows? Because it was 2 belladonna, I already screwed up. I'm not doing this, by the way. Let's try it, anyways. Let's see if it'll work if I double up the recipe. Just make sure it's boiling again. Keep the fire running. Come on. No, this isn't what I wanted. Prepare. And the fire died. And everything's gone. How much belladonna do I still have left? Belladonna, there is 6 belladonna and a ton of nettle. That is not all the nettle I have. Let's re-add in the wine, because I did this first time last time, but is it still red though? Was I perhaps supposed to somehow... Oh, did I grab the wrong things and chuck the wrong things in at the wrong time? That might be it. Let's chuck that in there. Keep it boiling. So now there's only one that I need to put in there because I remember the recipe now. Okay, so that is one nettle for 2 turns of that. Now while that is on the second turn, let's grab the belladonna. Chuck it in here. Mortar and pestle it. And once that is done, we put this in 1 at a time because we can't do 2 at a time. Equals 1. Let's keep it boiling before the fire dies on me. Can't have that happening. Belladonna seeds. Well, it's not really seeds now, is it? Now mash those up. Mash them into a nice thick paste. Or a mash, really. You also mash them. Turn them into a nice mash. Now keep that fire going before it dies. Now I gotta have this boiling for 1 rotation. Boil it very ferociously. And it is done. Let's grab a bottle.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
And the potion should be done. And we have just made a Savior Schnapps. Beautiful, ain't it? And we actually leveled up. Now, how much do I still have? I'll make more of these later. Because then I don't rush you guys, don't waste you guys' time. All of your time. I don't want to waste anybody's time. Ooh, more nettle. I've also power leveled my herbalism. As you can see, it's on level 8 now. What do I need in order to get leg day? Level 10. 2 more levels and I can grab leg day, which then means for every... I get strength whenever I'm doing herbalist things. That would be really nice. Because that's going to improve all of my fighting capabilities, even the bow, slightly. And get on the horse. Open up the map. Now we will be fast traveling back to over here. Shouldn't take too long. Now, don't ask me why I feel the need to keep up this accent. It's not really a good accent. But hey. Where? Ah.
Good man.
Yes.
Friend, could I have a word with you?
It's a faint-hearted knight.
What is it then?
I've encountered one of them before.
It's about this. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What?
You heard? Don't try to wriggle out of it. Let's get to it.
I'm not in the habit of fighting to the death with fellows I meet by chance on the road. Tell me first what this is all about.
What's happening is I'm challenging you to a duel. You disgusting man. I spit in your face.
Eager, aren't you? Who are you, anyway?
I am Sir Olbram of Lossany.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Olbram. So, what are you after?
My mother sent me out to get some experience. She's obsessed with tales of chivalrous knights. In short, she sent me off looking for some virgin to save, and to win glory in combat. But I have to admit, I'm not very good at it.
I do. For
You
what?
can't duel with someone just like that. There has to be a reason.
But I thought knights fight for their honor, don't they?
I suppose so. Only, I'm not a knight. We ought to fight for something more substantial.
Like what?
We'll fight for
You
your
have a
coin.
fine sword. We could fight for that.
What would I do without my sword if you win?
Don't you have a spare one?
I do, as it happens.
There you are then. Let's get to it.
Wait,
Steal his main
what
sword.
about me? What do I get if I win?
You get to
I'm
keep
giving
your
you a
honor.
chance to fight for honor. That's a valuable thing, isn't it? Let's get to it.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Not good, not good. Damn it, he's a bad swordsman.
Come on, then.
Ow, he actually got me there.
Way off.
Just watch that stamina. Oh, his dodge was actually
Take
quite
that.
good.
Topsy Tiere. Give up.
Ow.
Bollocks.
2 times, really? I can easily heal, but he's not such a good healer. Oh. Oh. I won that. Ow, ow, ow.
Cunt.
The unending sword slashes.
Oh, well. It's a really fine sword. A family heirloom. But it's more of a family disgrace in my hands. So have it.
Yay! I got his sword. First I took his clothes, now I took his sword. What's next? That is actually... Huh? What? Ooh, 2.5k. See the sword. Oh, it's quite a nice sword. Now let's eat something before I starve myself. Is there something I can apply this to? Apply to... Ooh! I can apply it to my sword, I can apply it to my bows. This is good. I want to learn how to make those. If I could start making those. Ooh. That would be lovely. Making poison. That'll sure help me in a fight. Want it? Poison your enemies so they can die even when you're not even close to them. Make them suffer. Okay, that's not honorable, but hey. Who fights honorable nowadays? Besides knights. They apparently still fight honorable and lose. Not I didn't fight honorably, I did only use my sword, I didn't use a shield, I didn't do a lot of things. So hey, I fought honorably. You, random citizen, tell me where this guy is. Tell me where reeky is. Reeky. He obviously doesn't go to the bathhouse or even wash himself.
Good health, dear.
You should probably be able to smell him from a mile away.
I'm looking for a fellow called
Maybe two.
Reeky. Do you know him?
Reeky? You mean Hinak, the courier's son?
Maybe. Do you know where I might find him?
Well, he's not usually around here. Try asking at his home. But I hope you've got a thick skin. The old courier ain't exactly charming.
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
Well, no one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners, and that Reeky keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
Ah.
Why do they call Hinek Reeky anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you ever get downwind of him, you'd understand. Tanning isn't a trade for a weak stomach.
True enough, but not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinnick's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Nah.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then, he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Rattay for thieving. And in Neuhoff, he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies, and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here, and we've no use for the likes of him.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
Well, he's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Back. It's only one thing I can do, so... How about we talk to another person and try and get my speech up a little bit. Well, housemaid.
I'm not touching you till you're scrubbed down.
All right. No need to make a fuss.
Ricky.
What can you tell me about this Hinek?
What can I tell you? No, he's none too popular. No one cares to talk to him.
Why not?
Well, I'm not one to gossip, but I heard he keeps bad company.
What's the tanner like?
Same thing.
Hinek's father.
The less I see of him, the better. He's not exactly sparkling company.
Why do they call him Reeky anyway?
Why do you think? Because he's a tanner, of course.
And Tanner uses,
So why don't people like him?
The old tanner's not an easy man. But a son should never let his father down. Enoch does nothing to help. He's always far too busy with his own affairs, though I wouldn't like to say what those are.
And does no one at all talk to him?
That harlot Adela hangs around with him, of course.
Harlot?
She works as a bathhouse wench. Same thing.
Okay. Yeah, the reason why people, why tanners are kind of like, smelly is because they use chemicals. And chemicals have a tendency to leave an everlasting
God be
smell.
with you.
Shit, not so much. Okay, none of those have a bit of white to them anymore, so I'm probably not going to get any more experience from that. Yes, no longer am I going to get experience from talking to any of these people. Bathhouse. You.
What the hell are you
Guess what I'd
doing?
like to
Nope.
do
Be a
with you.
bit more careful.
Why don't you just surprise me?
I doubt there's much would surprise a wench as experienced as you.
Ah, here. Whoa. Whoa, he's interesting taste.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
That's your affairs. Oh, that's
I just wanted to
definitely-
ask you a few questions. It's not my business how you live your life.
I'm glad to hear it. Some folk don't care for the way I make a living.
I can imagine.
So what about you then? You look a bit careworn. A bath with a bit of company might do you good.
No.
That's not what I'm
thanks.
here for.
Shame. So what do you want to know?
When did you last see him?
Yeah, she.
A few days ago, he came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He keeps prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Ah.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
My speech is relatively good.
Look, Hinek's my friend and I really need to know where he is and what he's doing.
But I already told you I don't know where he's got to.
So I suppose he just goes to the woods to pick mushrooms, does he?
Mushrooms, no. More like
Yay, speech.
hares or other game.
So Hinek is a poacher? That's no surprise.
Well, he was never much of one for an honest trade.
Do you know exactly
Yeah.
where he goes? Maybe he has some favourite spot he might have told you about?
He said he has some hideout in the woods, but he didn't tell me where.
Well, that's a start.
I need to know more about that hideout.
I really don't know where it is. I only know when he came back, he usually came to see me.
I see. Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction. Anything that could help me find his hideout.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp, 'cause he always brought me freshly chopped firewood, and he had wood chips on his boots.
Good. So at least I know where to start.
Yes.
How did you know he'd been to the woods?
He always talked about what he caught, and he never came to me at other times. Probably didn't have the money for it.
Probably.
Do you know who he sold it to?
He never told me straight up. But who could he sell it to? The innkeeper, I reckon. It makes sense.
For sure.
Well, they're the only people who could use that.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it. But he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye. And then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl, and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me, and we could get married and such. All just poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand.
Unsavory work, obviously.
Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding in the western corner.
All right, thank you.
You'll know where I'm going next. Anyone else would sleep with him? That does not sound... I think I'm done here.
Damn!
I'm not here for a bath. I'm here for, oh, I thought that was wormwood. I almost got excited. Wormwood sells for quite a lot. In fact, 2.2. Which is, quite expensive for herbs. Sorry for picking herbs on camera. I just see herbs and I'm like, ooh, sage. Sage actually a really good way of making money. If you can find a place that has a ton of sage, you can just easily afford high class armor. Then you just need to find it. Okay, let's see here. So, reeky stash. Talk about a poacher. Track down reeky. Let's go across the river. Where's my horse? Horse! Pebbles! Get over here. Lazy horse. You're supposed to follow me, not disappear. My horse has left me. Now let's go find his stash because seems like a good thing. He needs to start thinking about
What the hell was that?
what hell was that? That was a horse. That is nettle. Believe? No, that's not nettle. He said it was behind the small house. Assuming that this is it, but no. Maybe this is it. There's a bunch of plants here. That's about it. See here, if I go over, zoom in. Dandelion, pick it. Still I haven't found a use for a dandelion, but meh. Might find a use pretty soon. Should probably invest in a shovel, shouldn't I? Some medicinal plants. I think there's a blacksmith near here, so I might just go buy a shovel. Dig up his treasure. One of these days, I'm gonna be killing every dog I see. Because why? Why do they always choose me? Why do they just see me coming and they're like, ooh, look, it's him. Bark, bark, bark. Just put away most of these other flowers. Should probably show you guys how much I've actually, gotten here. I did a little bit of work, a little bit of grinding. I also ground up all those swords. That's what I wanted to sell today. I want to sell all those swords.
God be with you.
But they're on the horse, so let's quickly just grab them off the horse. Horse, give me these two sabers. All of these, not the page's sword, not this. Well, this one I could sell because I have better things now. I don't need any of those. Way overweight, but yeah, we'll be able to make some money. Sell these. No, not. Let's buy. Let's not sell. Weapons. Common saber, both of them. Hunting sword. Nice hunting sword. I have 3 of them. It's a major boost to my cash. Right there. Yeah, that should about do it. Armor, I have nothing armor wise to sell. Cancel. Now let's see here. I'm gonna make 286, which is good. Anything good that he can sell me? Spade, obviously. I'm gonna be grabbing a spade because spades are nice. How much do they cost? If I buy all 30 of them, it's not that much. Piercing arrows does 130. Wounding arrows I kinda like because wounding arrows do a decent amount of damage and they cause bleed. Which with bleeding you can actually deal a lot of damage. Because they're farm horse hooves, travel horse hooves. I know that these hooves do some stuff, but I don't know if I wanna, you know, go around buying them just yet.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Alright, sir.
Now, is this the buying price or is this a selling price? Top is what I get, bottom is what he gets, so let's do 140 then.
Here you are, with a little top up.
Thanks 1,000 times.
Okay, well in that case, not that bad. I still get money. Still overweight. And because I bought this many arrows. See, 115. It's not the piercing arrows, 130, but they do cause bleeding, so I think they make up for it. According to me, they make up for it. Still have not turned in these birds, because I didn't want to do that off camera. All of those in the horse. Now time to go treasure hunting. But that'll literally mean we're gonna go hunting for some gold, I mean silver, because we apparently aren't allowed to have gold. Now where is it though? Could literally be anywhere here. I think she said it was behind the small house. Poach game. Honey Stash Way. It's buried in the western corner of the small hole. So this is the western corner. That corner right over there. So the entire land is called a small holding. Yeah, dig away those rocks. Good thing I bought a shovel. Oh. Would not appear like I am seeable. Grab it all. Mine. Actually, I'm kind of getting overweighed by the amount of stuff I've got on me. Now let's see here. Do I have the buff? Yes, I do. Washed fragrance. This is because of the flowers that I've just picked. Let's talk to him then. See what he has to say for his son's sake. Reeky.
I'm looking for a fellow called Reeky. Have you ever heard of him?
Sure. Why wouldn't I? That's what they call my son, Hinek.
Ah, you wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Good point. Okay, I'm gonna end the... well, actually no. I'm gonna finish up this dialogue. Let's see here. Speech.
Your son is about to get into deep shit. I'm trying to find him so I can warn him.
That's nothing new. He's always up to his ears in it.
But this time his neck's on the block. He got mixed up with some very dangerous people. I have to find him.
All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like... like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you.
Okay, so, hide out in the woods. Which woods, though? This woods or that woods? Probably in this woods, just to the north of here. Actually, you see here, could be that place. Because this, I believe, is a woodcutter's place, so it's down south. Or that way. Sure, let's just go with that. Why not? Okay, I'm gonna end this episode here. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. And hit the bell icon so you're notified, so you know exactly when the next episode is up. See you guys in the next episode, and goodbye.